Hello, I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today is Saturday, November 22nd, 2025. And today I want to talk about this. You can only take 3 supplements for the rest of your life. What are they? This question was prompted, and I thought, oh, I'm going to answer. So I did. I wrote, real salt. I like Redmond. The cleanest and most absorbable water, deuterium free with a 114 degree molecular bond angle, and dates. Somebody actually laughed at that response because they thought, oh, dates. Like a man, I like dates. And I also said, you can have all the muscle in the world, but if you don't have the electricity in the body, you ain't lifting nothing. Not only that, you ain't lifting nothing, you're not going to be moving that fast either. Because you need to have the electricity. So, as I said, the first supplement is Redmond Real Salt. And I like to use this. See if you can read it. It says pinch. Pinch on it. I haven't done this yet. Today. I just like to take a little pinch. And I'll put it in my palm. And how fast does your saliva dissolve the salt? For me, it happens pretty quick. And I attribute that to drinking deuterium-free water with a molecular bond angle of 114 degrees. Why is this so important? Combining the salt and the water helps increase the electricity in your body. And it's one of the reasons why my coordination, when I do the fitness test, is as good as it is. And I'm 49 years old. Do I think I can go faster? I think so. Last week's attempt, I was one skip short in achieving 250 skips in 71 seconds. And I did that without a warm-up. And during that session last week, I decided to redo the fitness test after I had done a 10-minute high-intensity interval training session with the jump rope. I set the metronome to beep at 165 beats per minute. And in the second attempt, I tripped. But if there was one thing I noticed in the last or during that session, is that the fatigue that I was experiencing in the attempt number 1 was not there. And that for me was a good indicator that I need to warm up actually before I do the test, because it's pretty strong and intense. And after I tripped, I thought, okay, I'm gonna try again. So I took a few minutes just to kind of recover. I think I drank a cup of water as well. Or maybe I did that before the second attempt. I can't remember exactly. But I attempted the same fitness test a third time. And that's when I really noticed. I thought, okay, my body, when it's warmed up, when I have circulated blood throughout my entire system, the feeling of lactate in the arms and the hands, that it goes from the shoulder down to the hands, wasn't there. So for me, that was a clear indicator that that's the approach I need to take forward while I'm trying to do these fitness stress tests. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. But prior to that, I wanted to talk about these two things that you see on the screen. This man here, this photo was taken on December 23rd, or December 2023. You can see he's pretty old. Looks old. And then this is 2 years later, almost 2 years later. And you look at him, it's the same guy. What changed? Well, I can tell you he's using this, which you see me wearing right here. Today is day number 222 of wearing the X39. Now, when I see this guy, he's probably, I'd say, at least 20 years older than me. Me, I'm currently 49. And he's probably 69, maybe 70. And he's doing pretty good, I'd say. Why is that? This is why I say you don't know until you try. The X39. Or maybe it's the third supplement that I also mentioned. I said dates. And I was talking about this, pitted dates. Not dates with not the kind of dates that you think a guy would be looking at. But it is pretty funny. Right? My point is that when you think something is impossible, that's when you should be really thinking about what's possible. And can you achieve it? When you have, let's say, good things at your disposal. Like, these are foundational things. There's nothing complex about it. But like I've stated in the past, in order to have good health, you need a combination of things, because good health requires things to kind of glue together like that inside the body. And when you do this in a consistent manner, you're giving your body a chance to say, aha, I know what to do with this. And you're going to make use of it. So is it important to start? I think so. And further, I wanted to talk about what happened yesterday during the Feel It Friday workout. And I've got here the presentation. I'm going to just get myself organized here. you can see here, this is at the 19-minute mark of the timer. And I've got pictures of the heart rate. And what I was interested in was so you see here, there's the heart rate from November 21st, 2025. And there's this dip right here. You see the dotted line there? I don't know if it shows. Yes, you can see it. There's a dotted line. Okay. And I was actually surprised to see the significant recovery in the heart rate on this recording here of the heart rate. And I was trying to figure out what it was, so I watched it back. We're going to watch it here momentarily so you can see what I'm talking about.
80.
So
90. All right, 19, 28.
This is where I start.
Oh.
And I just sit down. And it's about, I don't know, 30 seconds. Look at my heart rate. Just keep dropping. 101.
Okay. So the question I asked myself, did I feel a little bit of recharge from drinking the water?
Right. So here, I'm walking around and just trying to recover, and I think I start talking.
I couldn't feel it bouncing in my stomach, to be honest.
No, I'm not talking yet.
What time did I say? 1952? 32 or 52? I can't remember now. Yeah, it feels about a minute now. Okay. I'm gonna grab some more.
So at this point here, I'm grabbing some more water and just kind of observing, thinking, what's going on? Why is my heart rate dropping so much? And then back right up. So 130.
That's
it was 140. And it piqued my interest because does the water have that much of a drastic effect on improving the oxygen levels inside the body? Because during the first rest period of the Feel It Friday, which is right here, I actually consumed freshly made water that you could see. I turned the camera to the side there, to that direction over there, and poured myself a glass and then drank it. Did that actually have a positive effect near the end of the workout? Where now the body's saying, oh, okay, I'm taking this oxygen, I'm putting it into circulation after consuming it. And I think the answer is yes. Because how it just drops all of a sudden, and then I start talking and the heart rate goes down, and then it picks up back. Then my heart rate starts to pick up. It says, oh, I gotta keep replenishing oxygen inside the body. It was just an interesting scenario or situation that I'm going to be observing more in the coming weeks, and I'm going to experiment with that. And I'll even try it today to see if it has an effect after the 10-minute high intensity interval session. But before I begin that QR code right there, scan it. It'll take you to unlockyourbioenergy.godaddysites.com. There, that's where you will find the buttons on the screen, where if you scroll down, you see this is the website. You can find my other social media links and so forth. However, if you click on this one, you can learn more about the specific research that was done for the X39. If you click here, this will take you to this particular page where you can see all the different options that are available as far as the patches go. And I spoke about some of them yesterday. I won't regurgitate. You can see the Aeon Energy Enhancer, Ice Wave. Ice Wave is actually a very interesting patch technology, largely because it focuses on the electricity inside your body, and it can act as a pain relief. So it's like having acupuncture on the go. So let's say, if you visit an acupuncturist and they know how to relieve the pain, but as soon as you go home the next day, you're like, oh, I have that pain again. You got to go get a treatment. Well, you can offset that by purchasing Ice Wave and just treat yourself. Does it work? When you know how to use it, it can, and work very well, in fact. So that's an option for you. On the go pain relief. And if you click on any of the images, it will then take you to where you actually place your order, which will be at lifewave.com. That's the only place you should be ordering it. The only place. Because sadly, when a company becomes bigger, they become a target. And when they are a target, then there's scammers out there that want to steal your money. And unfortunately, it exists. So the only way around it is to make sure that you place your order directly with LifeWave and they will ship it to you. I don't know how many different countries now across the world are set up with distribution warehouses. They have state-of-the-art manufacturing, and they will not miss an order. You place an order, you will get it. And it's tracked. And if you try it and you say, oh, I'd like to do the business end of this, then consider joining with me under Unlock Your Bioenergy, and I will support you. Or you can start your own side, your own business. It's up to you. There's no restriction on what you can and can't do. And this business is growing pretty fast. It's incredible how fast it's going. And if you tune in to the live stream I did earlier this week titled LifeWave HQ, a testimonial and such, it dives into why things are as good as they are. So with that, let's get on with it. The fitness testing. I was going to talk about how long it took me to make water. But before I do that, here's a quick little share the light. So, without further ado, let's make sure I get my metronome set up here. That's going to be the tempo for the high intensity portion of today's workout. There you can see my heart rate, 58, 57, 56. And I'm going to be using the beaded rope for this portion of the hip. And then I will be switching to the rope that's kinked for the fitness test. All right. There we go. So after I finish this warm-up, we'll do a 2-minute rest period. I'll drink some more water, I think, as well. And then I will change the tempo. Of the metronome. Really?
me, I like to do always a high intensity burst. That way I condition my body to be able to respond to that burst. This is why I like the rope. Instant increase. I like hearing the speed of the rope. It gives you a sense of energy, and it's just different. And this footwork correlates to the field. Helps with increasing your coordination. If you lack that coordination, helps improve the electricity in your body. Because I'll tell you, I definitely am noticing the difference 7 years later after I started this, when I combine the things that I do. And I'll show you in the speed test. Feels comfortable. Ouch. Hit my knuckles. I was getting started to just not focus that well. There is a consequence of the rope. tell how much time is left. Oh, or how many rounds are left. I'll wait 2 minutes here. So I'm going to pour myself freshly made, deuterium free, 114 degree molecular bond in water. All right. I'm just looking on the screen to see what my heart rate is dropping to. $117 feels all right. So I've got the timer set for the 250 skips. Before I begin, here is the rope. This is the, you can see it says large, I think. L stands for large, 9 foot. And this is the kink that I talk about. So I'm using the same rope that I used last week. And before I forget, setting the metronome to 212, and at that speed should be fast enough to reach 250 skips in 71 seconds. So that's 1 minute and 11 seconds at 212 beats per minute. So, just bring it a little closer here. Yeah, there we go. So, I think I'm ready. You ready to see me kill it? Son of a gun. How is this happening? Alright, I'm just gonna try it again. My pants are gonna fall off. Ah! Really? I have to do this. Ah! Okay. He won't fall now. I'm gonna try it again. After my heart rate comes back down, I will try it again. It was bothering me that the pants, I gotta put them, my shorts were sliding. What a nuisance. Don't want to have something like that happen on camera. I'm gonna fix this. Alright. No more issue with the pants. The only issue is whether I can actually do it without tripping. That's the key. Okay. Just gonna wait till my heart rate comes back down. Okay. Here we go. Can I do this once and for all? Oh my gosh. Oh, it hurts. It's hard. Wow. It's harder than I thought. I don't know what it is today. Maybe I have to eat some more dates the day before to make sure I have the glucose in the body to convert it. I do remember what I ate last night, and it does make me think about how it affects me. Last night I had homemade naan pizzas. So taking naan bread and then putting tomato sauce and some sliced meats. Probably that's not a good choice. And then also some mozzarella cheese with garlic and some oil, olive oil. I think the cheese affects me in a certain way where it just, I think, limits my how would you say, electricity inside the body, because I think there's a connection with that. And given to how quickly that lactic acid buildup came with 20 seconds left, I think there's a connection to it. So, did I learn something today? I think so. The foods that you eat will have a pretty strong influence on your performance. And it's important to factor that when you're doing some kind of competition of sorts or fitness stress test like I'm doing, and how it affects you. So here, just do a screen capture. Today's date, November 22nd, 2025. Starting time was at 1:20 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Alright, so during the warm-up, my heart rate slowly creeped up to that 150 and then peaked at 165, or I don't know if that was before or maybe after, because here, this part here, I tripped that test. I did it and I tripped, and then I tried to say, okay, well, my heart rate was on around 130ish, somewhere there, and I did a second attempt, and then waited the entire time, and then attempted to took a rest, drank some water, and then a full out test here, getting up to over 150 again. But that lactic acid buildup at the end there, that last 20 seconds, I could really feel it. And so part of me thinks about the food from yesterday still floating around in my system, and I think that had a influence on my ability to do the fitness test stress, or the stress test. So we'll try it again next week to see if I can actually do it, because my goal is to actually reach that timing, 250 skips with that rope in 71 seconds. I'm one skip shy of achieving that, so I want to see if I got more in the tank, or if I still got enough in the tank to do it. So tune in next Saturday which will be the 29th, I believe. Yes. And hopefully I can achieve it next week. I think I'm going to do a shorter warm-up in the beginning. Not a full-on 9 minutes. Because when I get warmed up, then I start pushing because I feel I can do it. So that's probably, once I feel that urge to start doing it, then it's time to stop, recover, set up the metronome, and then actually do the test. And we'll see how it goes in that kind of manner next week. So, I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Scan the QR code right there. It'll take you to lifewave.com where you can purchase your, what I call your bioenergy products. The patches are superb. They're excellent. They do help in your recovery and also providing support for performance, and along with helping to charge your electrical system inside the body. Fuel it with the cleanest and most absorbable, and some salt and a few dates, and you're well on your way. All right, that's it for today. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Have a good day.